Hello and welcome back to my channel. I am really excited to be back. Wow, what a journey that you're getting involved into the world of real estate investment. And let's build wealth together because I know that's why you're here. You're excited because this is a new step in your career. This is the way you want to provide for your family by having an extra source of income. Oh, let's do this. Come on, let's just dive in today. So, you have decided to invest in real estate. You want to begin and you're ready. You're seeking, you're asking yourself, what is the path that I'm going to take? So, you want to do buy and hold, maybe not, fix and flip, wholesaling, tax lien, tax deed, note investing, you name it, creative financing, getting involved into. There's so much excitement into the world of investment, being involved in real estate, because there's so much you can do. And this is why I'm here. I'm telling you, if you like what you see in my videos, please like the video, subscribe, and share it. Because this is someone just like you. I was just like you that wants something more for herself, for her family. And just this is it. This is all. It was a simple person and someone with no knowledge, nothing, who desires one day to have an extra source of income and stood up and said, yes, I'm going to do it. I'm going to build wealth. And that's what I did. And I'm still working on that journey because the journey is a long journey and it's fun. There's going to be obstacles. I welcome it. There's going to be challenges. So be it. But we can do this. I am building my wealth, my journey into wealth. And I would like for all of you to join me into it. So how did I start? Of all the strategies that I mentioned in my last video, what strategy did I use? I think all of you have guessed by now that it was buy and hold. Yes, it was buy and hold. So this is how important it was for me. I just couldn't sit down anymore. I got involved in buy and hold. I immersed myself into the real estate world by attending seminars, joined my local RIA. I took a couple education classes with some gurus. I've learned quite a few. I will admit that there's a lot of information that I've obtained from them. I acquired that information and I use it for my benefit and for that of my family by growing my business, that real estate business that I wanted to become involved into. So let's get together here and find out how I started. So my sister and I, as I mentioned, is my business partner. We wanted something different. After 2008, I don't know if any of you remember what happened in 2008. All of you know how hard it is. You go to school, you graduate from college, and your parents always tell you, you do the right thing, go to school, get an education, and work. That's exactly what we did. That was easy. That was the easy part. And then you obtain a job, said, great, I'm making money, you're feeling great. And 2008 hit, the financial crisis that hit our country. It was not easy. Was not easy at all. And having purchased a property, a family home together with my sister, and it was both of our incomes that were providing us with enough money to pay for the house, for the mortgage, as well as for the bill. It was not pretty when she was laid off due to the financial crisis. And to add insult to injuries, she was making more money than I was. So what a gal to Jaco. I had to decide fast, am I going to sink or am I going to swim? I was a bit depressed, I should say, perhaps disappointed in what had happened to her. And I said, but we're going to have to pull the straps of our boots and get back on. That's what my grandmother would have said. And she would be proud of me. So we decided to become involved in the real estate investment world to build wealth. Not just surviving, because surviving is not enough. You need to take better action, which means to become involved in any type of legal investment that will provide you with an extra source of income to provide for your family. How did we do that? By joining our local RIA, we met several people, and one of them became very important in our journey. during a networking session. That is why I emphasize on the importance of networking as well as education. This gentleman we met in our area provided us with access to a team that he himself was involved, and we were able to use that information to move forward with our real estate investment. So what did we do? This gentleman we met doing networking invited us to go take a tour in the Midwest near his property. He had gathered his real estate agent broker to be there. He had also invited a couple other people. Not everyone showed up, but my sister and I, we did. We went around, we saw quite a few properties, and when I saw the price for it, I turned around and looked at my sister. I said, I think we can afford that. We had, admittedly, we had some savings, and we said, this is something we could become involved into. And we did. We took this opportunity where we're being offered property that fit our criteria, what we were looking for and what we could afford. How? We had some money saved, that's sure. But we also took action by not just meeting this guy at our meeting in the RIA, but we also took the chance to be part of the tour that he was holding. And this is how we met this real estate agent that provided us with a list of properties. We looked at them. We saw a couple. We didn't see everything, but we started studying them, look at the numbers, and so that meet our criteria. And in so doing, he provided us with a mortgage broker, which you will need, even if you have the down payment, if you don't have the whole thing, and you may be qualified. So that's why it's very important to keep networking. And through that mortgage broker, who was kind enough to let us know that he also had an attorney in the area where we're seeking to purchase that property that fit our criteria and we're able to afford. So all of a sudden, everything was working in our favor. And I thank the Lord for always being there, because without him, I don't know where we would have been right now, because he's always on our side. So I thank him for that opportunity that he gave us to stand up and take courage and act, because you can too. Let me tell you, if you so desire this and you ask him for help, he can help you. So let's move on. So this is how we went into purchasing our first property. And did you know that it was not a single family? It was a duplex. The owner wanted to sell. And one thing I would say is having a motivated seller. The gentleman was a motivated seller. He just wanted to be out of this area to move on with further plans that he had. We said, hey, I'll buy it. I'll take it off from your hands. And that's exactly what we did. Motivated sellers. You're going to hear that word. Okay. So we were, I would say, blessed to have this man who wanted to get rid of certain properties he had, and we purchased a duplex from him. And one of them had a tenant and the other one did not. So that's okay. If you don't purchase a property, even if it doesn't have someone, maybe it's for the best. You never know. And the real estate agent had also introduced us to this RIA member's property manager, who became our property manager, who took over and helped us. So as you're building your team, you're going to hear those words: real estate agent, mortgage broker, property manager, property management, the company itself, the lawyer that you may need to assist you with that purchase. All of this you can get through just by having that real estate agent. Because when they see that you're serious, they're going to want to help you. They're going to stand by your side. They're going to hold your hand, and they're going to work with you. So there's no hesitation. You can do this. If you so desire to do it, you can. So how we ended up with a duplex in our hand. And just a few months before, we didn't have anything. We did our research. We did our due diligence. We realized that it fits our budget when we purchased the property. And it all fit. It's almost everything was lined up, so to speak. And we purchased this property. And the property manager was able to have someone who, before he put into the property, he had to do a background check on that person. So that's also relevant. All of this, the property management is going to do on your behalf. So you don't have to worry just because you may not live in the same state. And by the way, did I mention that the property was not in my home state? It was far away from me. It was, I believe, 6 hours driving. So if you don't mind driving, well, maybe you could take the plane. We did drive. And so if you don't mind driving, that's a great way of doing so. And to make matters worse, at that time, I didn't have a car. I took a bus to go there. So you can do this. Every obstacle you're going to tell me that's in your way, we've faced it. And you can do it too. So don't hesitate. If this is really something you want to do, I believe you can. Just take action by saying, I can do this. I'm going to start doing research, just like Sandra is telling me. I'm going to start reading about the strategies and see what I most likely can become involved into. The ones that I believe that I have time to learn about and to actually become hands-on. So please, if anyone is still hesitating, do not hesitate. You can do this. Start taking action. I cannot stop stressing the importance of not just saying, yes, I want to do it. Sandra, I see you talking about this. You make it sound so easy. Yes, it is. And no, it's not. Because there are two components. The components that's easiest to say yes. What's not so easy is actually take the step. And once you start getting involved into it and you're enjoying it, it's going to be easy again because this is what you want. This is how you're going to provide for your family, for yourself, because you have worked so hard and you've earned this and you can do it and you can build wealth, not just only for yourself, but for generations to come. It's like leaving your legacy. So what are you working for? For whom would you like to do this? What is your why? I remember when I met several gurus on my journey, they used to ask me, what is your why? And if you don't know what your why is, perhaps this is not for you. But if you know what your why is, which I believe all of you do, you know your why you're doing this, why you're working every day so hard, because you want to provide for your family, for your children, and even for siblings. Sometimes you may be able to help another sister or brother. Please take action and realize that whatever you do today can make a difference tomorrow. So I would say this, keep looking at my videos, like, subscribe, and share. And I will meet you at the next video because I know we are going to build wealth together. Bye-bye.